Hey guys, it's Denham or Denwood or Denweasel or whatever, you know the score by now. Right, so I'm getting a lot of people asking about practice sessions. How long do I skate for? What sort of things do I practice? How much time do I give to everything? So I thought, you know what, I'll take you inside a practice session, we'll have a look, we'll break it down, we'll see just how much time I spend on each thing and kind of why I spend so much time on it as well. There is another video I've done about kind of tips to make you a better freestyler. There's a bit of advice in there too, so the link will be down in the description, so you can go check that out as well. But this is basically my practice session now. Today's session is a bit longer, it's a Sunday, so generally I'll skate for kind of 3 or 4 hours, or maybe more if I can do on a Sunday. Other days I might skate for only an hour, depends how much time I get really. But generally 2 hours is a good, nice long session where you can get plenty done. So let's head into it and take a look. Yay. Also, I've got a horrendous new haircut. I hope you hate it. I certainly do. Yeah. Cool. Right, so this is a small part of my practice area. I tend to use the other side of the park, which is really big and open, but hopefully this will give you a bit of an insight as to what it is that I'm drilling. Let's have a look at different parts of what I drill and kind of why I spend so much time on certain things. Right, so first thing I'm going to be drilling really is footwork. Now, footwork is vital. Footwork gives us board control, gives us flow, and it's like that sweet sticky nectar that holds the tricks together, right? Without your footwork, it just becomes just trick after trick after trick, which is pretty boring in my opinion. You want to have a bit of footwork there to mix stuff in. Now, I'll be working on all my core footwork, you know, walk the dog, spacewalks, things like that, but I'll also work on a few different things. And this is all a process of refinement, so I'm keeping working through those. I'm going to spend like most of my warm-up on footwork, just cruising around and finding flow. But then I'm also going to be spending another half an hour or so after that just working on different aspects of footwork and maybe different like little bits of footwork that I've seen people do that I really like. Once I've kind of drilled the footwork out a little bit, I'm going to go into my consistency drilling more than anything. Consistency drilling pretty much depends on what I've got on. If I'm preparing for a contest, I'm going to try and drill stuff a bit more, but generally it's always good to get the consistency down. It's the biggest killer, alright, and it's probably the hardest thing to drill in as well, because we all know we've all got 1 or 2 tricks which we just cannot get every time. My consistency drilling is perhaps the worst part of my session. It drives me crazy. This is the time where you're going to be going a bit mental, where you're going to be getting a bit frustrated with the tricks. And this again, it's that word refinement again. This is a constant process of refinement. So there might be some things that I start landing one after the other, but if it isn't bang on, then I'm going to do it again. I'm going to keep going through that process till I can get it perfectly. Now, in certain sessions I'm not going to be able to get the tricks consistent that I want, because it takes time. This is the part of the session which you want to spend your most time on, because consistency takes a long time to build up. So don't expect to be hammering a trick in one session and getting it consistent straight away. That just won't happen, right? So spend some time on it. I spend most of my sessions drilling consistency and flow and just kind of enjoying that process. I'll also be working on the tricks that I feel I'm the weakest on, like handstand tricks I know I'm not that good at, and certain other parts of footwork again, different flips into Casper, things like that. These are all things I want to work on, so that's what I'm going to be using this part of the session for. Okay, so once I've spent enough time on kind of finding flow, working on my consistency, drilling all the tricks that I want to get down and ready for contests or demos or whatever, then I'm going to go into working on like the tricks that are a little bit harder, that are kind of like special tricks or best tricks. that I want to get consistent, but I know they're going to take a little bit of time. I'm also going to work on new tricks, like I'm going to have a think about different combinations of tricks I want to try, and I'm going to try and get those down as well. This again is probably the more fun part of the session, because I'm not really, you know, practicing for anything. It's the discovery element, it's just enjoying finding new tricks to work on and linking new things together, which I think is the most fun part of freestyle. You can do whatever you want with it. For this part of the session I might spend maybe half an hour, or if there's something that I'm onto and I really want to get it, I could be drilling it for an hour or so. It's quite rare that I'd spend sort of an hour drilling one trick, but if it's for a best trick contest or it's something that I really want to get down that I've not seen before, I'll put that time in. Cool, so there you go, that's a bit of an insight into one of my practice sessions and roughly how it goes. It's variable every day, it's different for everyone in terms of how they do it and what they practice as well, but hopefully that's given you a bit of insight. Get out there, keep skating, keep working hard at it, and we'll be back for some more trick tips soon. And as always, if you need any help with anything, just drop me a message, I'll do my best to help you out. Nice one, cheers guys, bye bye.